Well, they claim hydraulic fracturing contaminated their well and ruined their property values. Some Pennsylvania farmers came to the Capitol today to urge New York to place a moratorium on fracking. Mark Mulholland has the story live in our newsroom. Good evening, Mark.
Well, good evening, Benita. The people from Northeast Pennsylvania say their legislators are turning a deaf ear to problems caused by fracking, and they hope New York won't make the same mistakes. It's water, but it looks more like lemonade or tea. The Sautners of Dimock, Pennsylvania brought the gallon jug to the state capitol to show off what they say is the collateral damage of hydrofracking, drilling for natural gas from underground shale.
This is what happens to you from things going wrong with gas drilling.
The Sautners worry that their children will someday deal with health impacts of contaminated water.
What's the long-term effects? We don't know yet. Hopefully my kids won't have to find out about it someday when they get cancer or whatever.
The Sautners came to town as guests of Senator Greg Ball of Putnam County, who's pushing for a moratorium on hydrofracking.
Pennsylvania moved forward without putting the proper regulations in place and without putting the proper manpower in place, and that's why there has been devastation throughout that state. We have to make sure that that doesn't happen in New York.
Craig Stevens says property values where water has been contaminated have dropped 90% in Pennsylvania.
This is the biggest Ponzi scheme on this planet. It makes Bernie Madoff look like he's peddling Girl Scout cookies out in front of a grocery store.
But an Albany attorney who represents the natural gas industry says the claims of the Pennsylvanians are isolated, and the Empire State is taking great pains to make sure fracking here is safe.
To suggest that we need a legislative moratorium on top of the 3.5 years that we've been shut down in New York State is just ludicrous.
Senator Ball's proposed moratorium has the support of some Democrats in the Senate and the Assembly. He wants the moratorium to last through June of 2013. By the way, the governor did not mention revenue from hydrofracking in his proposed budget yesterday. Live in our newsroom, I'm Mark Mulholland. Benita?
All right, Mark, I know you'll keep on this story.